Welcome back, everyone, to another deep dive. This time we're going to tackle something that might not seem very glamorous at first, but trust me, it's a total game changer. We're diving deep into the world of Excel shortcuts.
Ooh, shortcuts. I love a good shortcut.
Oh, yeah. And today we're going to be specifically looking at the Format Painter. Have you used the Format Painter
Oh,
before?
yeah. It's a lifesaver.
Okay, good, good. So we've got an expert here. This is good.
Yeah.
We're going to deep dive into this. We've got one main source about the Format Painter, which we'll link in the show notes. And we're going to really break this down and understand what it is, how it works, why it's important, and maybe even some little tricks that you might not know about. So first of all, for anyone who hasn't used it, the Format Painter, what is it? Like, what does it actually do?
So basically, you can think of it as you formatted one cell, right? You spent all this time making it look exactly the way you want it. Maybe it's got bold text, a nice color, borders, all that. And you want to copy that exact formatting to a whole bunch of other cells. Well, instead of doing it all manually, which would be, let's be honest, a huge pain, you can just use the Format Painter to copy it all at once.
Right. Like, imagine you've got, I don't know, 100 cells that you need to format the same way. Clicking through each one individually would take forever. But with the Format Painter, it's like, boom, done, like magic.
Exactly. It's a massive time saver.
Okay, so we know it copies formatting, but what about the shortcut itself? Because we are all about shortcuts here. The shortcut for the Format Painter is Alt plus H plus F plus P.
It's like a little dance on your keyboard. Alt HFP.
Yeah, it seems kind of random, right? Like, why those specific keys?
Not really. It's actually pretty logical when you think about how Excel's shortcuts work. So hitting Alt puts you into like shortcut mode, where Excel's ready for you to input a key combination. Then H takes you to the Home tab, which is where all the formatting commands live.
Makes sense.
F then narrows it down to the font group. And then P is for, well, Painter.
So it's like a little breadcrumb trail through the Excel menus.
Exactly. Alt, Home tab, font group, Painter. Makes
Oh,
total sense.
I like that little breadcrumb trail. And so our source gives us this example. Let's say you have one cell that you've like perfectly formatted, and you want to copy that formatting to a whole column of cells, maybe even hundreds of cells.
Yeah, it's like having a magic paintbrush that you just swipe down the column and every cell instantly matches the original.
Exactly. And it's not just about like saving time, though that is a huge benefit. It's also about consistency. All right.
Absolutely. You want your spreadsheet to look professional and organized, and having everything formatted the same way is key to that.
Right. Because if you're doing it manually, you might accidentally miss a cell or use a slightly different shade of blue or something like that. But the Format Painter, that just eliminates all of that risk.
Yep. It's all about precision and speed.
Okay, so that's all pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah.
Copy formatting from one cell to another.
Yeah. But there's another really cool trick with the Format Painter that most people don't even know about.
Ooh, okay, hit me with it.
So if you single-click the Format Painter icon, you can copy the formatting once. But if you double-click it, it's like activating beast mode. You can then keep applying that same formatting to as many cells as you want until you hit the escape key. It turns the Format Painter into a formatting machine gun.
Whoa, that is awesome.
It's perfect for when you have like tons of data and you need to apply the same formatting to different sections of your spreadsheet. It saves so much time in clicking.
So if you are working with big spreadsheets, double-click that Format Painter. That is such a good tip. And this is exactly why we do these deep dives, because I'm learning so much. So we've got the basics, the shortcut, and this amazing double-click trick. Is there anything else we should know about the Format Painter?
You know, it's worth mentioning that the Format Painter isn't just limited to basic stuff like font styles and colors. It can also copy conditional formatting.
Oh, right. Conditional formatting. That's where the formatting changes depending on what's in the cell, right?
Exactly. Like if you want to highlight all the cells with a value over a certain amount or flag any dates that are in the past, things like that.
Right. So instead of setting up those conditional formatting rules over and over again for each cell, you can just use the Format Painter to copy them.
Exactly. It's so much faster and easier.
Wow. I'm starting to feel like the Format Painter is like the Swiss Army knife of Excel formatting tools.
It really is.
So to wrap up, we've learned that the Format Painter is a super useful tool for copying formatting in Excel. The shortcut is Alt plus H plus F plus P. Remember the double click trick to turn it into beast mode. And don't forget that it can also copy conditional formatting rules.
Yeah, and I think it's worth emphasizing that this is just one of many amazing shortcuts in Excel. There are so many ways to speed up your workflow and make your life easier
Totally agree. So for our listeners, I challenge you to go and explore the world of Excel shortcuts. You might be surprised at how much time you can save. And hey, if you find any particularly cool ones, be sure to share them with us.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your tips.
All right, that wraps up our deep dive into the Format Painter. Hopefully you've all learned something new. And who knows, maybe this has inspired you to take a closer look at all those other buttons and menus in Excel. You never know what hidden gems you might find.
Happy formatting.
See you next time.
Bye.